You can place a bet on just about anything these days, not just who will win the Super Bowl or the Kentucky Derby. Sorry, couldn't even get through the first line, could I? Sorry. You can place a bet on just about anything these days, not just who will win the Super Bowl or the Kentucky Derby, but what we still call the news. Who will be elected? Will interest rates go up or down? You can even bet on weather events and acts of war. As NPR's Bobby Allen has reported, an account on the prediction market Polymarket with the username MAGA My Man made more than $500 million by predicting the strike on Iran last Saturday that killed the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. This comes after an unnamed trader made hundreds of thousands predicting the ouster of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro in January, just hours before the U.S. raid that captured him. Prediction markets are exchanges where people can place bets on the outcome of almost anything. It could be a Formula One race, but it could also be, and I quote the wording of an offering on Polymarket, nuclear detonation by ... question mark. Senate Democrats have introduced a bill to ban members of Congress and senior administration officials, including President and Vice President, from putting money on specific events in these markets. Representative Mike Levin, a Democrat from California, wrote on X, prediction markets cannot be a vehicle for profiting off advanced knowledge of military action. But even if the rest of us can legally make such bets, should we? I've been with families in refugee camps in Ethiopia, Kosovo, and Iraq who had to run from their homes with just the clothes they wore and a few family photos if they had time to grab them as soldiers rushed into their towns. Those families risked their lives to leave, betting on an unknown future. I've been with people in Sarajevo who had to decide when to run across the street, clutching food or medicine for their loved ones. They knew their steps might catch the eyes of snipers. We'd crouch alongside them behind a wall. They often muttered a prayer and told us before running into the open, here goes. We saw here goes. We saw quite a few brave people make it to safety, and quite a few brave people die trying. The bets they placed were to risk their lives for those they love. Prediction market users make their wartime gambits from someplace comfortable and safe and hope to hit it big off someone else's misfortune. Hope to hit it big off of. I don't think it makes a difference. All right. The bets they placed were to risk their lives for those they loved. Prediction market users make their wartime gambits from someplace comfortable and safe and hope to hit it big off of someone else's misfortune. I mean, I will sometimes change something if it makes sense when I'm reading it.
Just Scott, and that I did get you word perfect, and he was like, you have to get it word perfect.
Scarred? Yes. Oh, Margot. Yeah, no, I would seek therapy if I were you. Yes, perfect. All right. And is that Andy waiting to do the all right. Oh, very funny, SR. Well, I thought about building the billboard around all the Turkish names, but Melissa took it out. Mm. Oh, sorry. I had all those Turkish names in there, but I built the billboard around that, but Melissa took it out for some reason. Yeah, no, it reminds me of my Turkish antecedents. Who knows? Some mystery in our family background. Many who come to pray at Oregon's. From NPR News in Washington, D.C., this is Weekend Edition. I'm Scott Simon. This hour, the latest from the Middle East, then Ron Elving on the Week in Politics, and later, the religious tradition of fasting during Ramadan and Lent. Many who come to pray at Oregon's Muslim Educational Trust say fasting helps them reflect.
Get cranky, you get angry, you get all this. Passing.
And later, Jen Phillips' new novel, Ruby Falls, set in a cave where a psychic tries to find a hat pin as a publicity stunt. Why not just put an air tag on it? First, we have our newscast. Today is Saturday, March 7, 2026. All right. Tony Bennett got to go. From NPR News in Washington, D.C., this is Weekend Edition. I'm Scott Simon. This hour, how alliances in the Middle East may realign in the current war. Also, how global oil and gas supplies have been affected. And later, filmmaker Tony Bennett got a call a few years ago from an old friend, Andre Ricciardi, who began by saying,
"Got a really fun project here. You want to love it. I've got stage 4 colon cancer. We want to make a comedy."
And the film they made, Andre is an Idiot, is a memorial that often screams with laughter. Then Giuliano Riolino's new album, Echoes in the Dust. First, we have our newscast. Today is Saturday, March 7, 2026. Pardon me? Oh, thank you, Zoe. Zoe, right? Zoe. No, she wouldn't. Yeah, she wouldn't. But yeah, she would. I have no reason for that. So, Paris Baseball Club. This is Paris, Texas. Some people have wondered about the sweatshirt. So, look. And now you know about the page, right, Joe? Oh, okay. All right. To protect ourselves. It's a beautiful day for a radio show. Let's do 2 today and a podcast. So, thanks very much for being with us. Hope you'll join us in a little over 20 minutes for on your local public station. We're doing absolutely yeoman-like work to keep all of this on the yes, isn't it, Tina? Yeah, to keep us on the air and able to speak with the American people during these urgent times. So, I'm going to try and post this one on X. This, of course, is okay. And so thanks for being with us. We'll have a reading tonight, I think, on our open book, and tomorrow night we'll have Jonathan Galassi, the great American publisher who's written a book about poetry, nature poetry. And I think so much of Jonathan Galassi, I picked up a book on nature poetry. Doesn't come to me naturally. Yuck. See you later. Thanks for being with us. Take care.